The OPP issued a warning Friday about the recent increase in drug overdoses in the Northwest region. Concerns have been raised that there could be a potential batch of fatal street drugs circulating in the area. So far this year, there have been 10 fatal overdoses in the OPP's coverage area, as well as 73 non-fatal overdoses where emergency responders or the public administered naloxone. OPP are warning anyone selling opioids that if someone dies, the seller can face charges of manslaughter or criminal negligence causing death. It's a symptom of systemic racism when elders and First Nations are forced to leave their communities to live in larger city centers due to the lack of accessible housing. But the Chief and Council of the Red Rock Indian Band, through guidance from community members, have implemented a solution to that issue. And late last month, they cut the ribbon on a brand new 6-unit Elders Lodge. Adam Riley reports.
And with a quick snip of a ribbon, 6 new housing opportunities opened up for elders of the Red Rock Indian Band. The project has taken 18 months to complete due to delays related to COVID-19, but Chief Marcus Hardy is happy nonetheless to have this new facility with modern amenities now open.
It's amazing. It's been a community-driven event since day one. Really, they've been talking about it, the community's been talking about it for years. And finally, we pulled the pin and got it done. It's needed. We can't wait for people to start moving in and get some elders back to the community.
While there are many other projects that are underway in the community, Hardy says he personally felt that this one took top priority.
We want to take care of our elders. They took care of us throughout their whole life, and now it's our turn to give back, to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that they have family around.
Hardy says he is thankful to the engineers and the company tasked with constructing the lodge, which offers 6 single-bedroom apartments, laundry facilities, and a common area for their professionalism and accommodating during the pandemic. Lead designer Sasha Vayu says the lodge stands in stark contrast to other housing units in the community.
A lot of it's just single-family units, so it was a unique opportunity presented to do a 6-plex like this, the common space. Yeah, it was interesting. We originally had a larger plan, but it got taken back a little bit just because of funds.
Monty Romeo is the owner of BNL Contracting who built the lodge. He says the lodge in Lake Helen could be used as a blueprint for other First Nations who want to bring accessible housing to their communities.
It's got a very homey feeling. It's not so commercial and it doesn't have a dungy feeling or anything like that. It's very warm, very light for the elder community, very accessible everywhere. Parking and everything one level. All the elders are in one place. It's a lot easier for nursing and such like that. They could get it done a lot quicker and a lot more efficient.
Adam Riley, TBT News.
A series of meetings were held this past week to decide the future for the Northern Lake Superior Métis. The members have the opportunity to find their own standing within the provincial organization or declare autonomy. Dozens packed into Thunder Bay's Moose Hall, led by local leaders as well as reps from the Métis Nation of Ontario. The point of discussion was a path forward with a question and answer period regarding how it may look. The organization has developed 3 options to take. The first, and one that's recommended, is to work with the Métis Nation of Ontario to create a path to self-government. The second would see regional autonomy of the group, and the last simply maintaining the status quo. Chair Darren Brown says it's a historic time to have the chance to work towards self-government.
Complex issues. Harvesting is a big one for Northwestern Ontario. Fishing, hunting. We want to decide as a region and work with the government of Ontario to set harvesting practices that are practical for the region as well as environmentally sustaining and that takes in the needs of the region, not just the needs of the province.
Things like child and family services, aging at home for seniors, and other types of programs and services, which is on top of that agreement, but it's not part of the self-government agreement itself. It's the core self-government, the citizenship, leadership selection, and internal operations is what the main focus is.
The Northern Lake Superior Métis also held meetings in Geraldton on Wednesday night and Marathon on Thursday as they get input towards a decision. A vote on the matter will take place sometime in the near future. Resolute's Ignis sawmill has been back in business for about 7 months, and company brass say profits from the pandemic should keep the operation running for the foreseeable future. The sawmill in Ignis was shuttered for a 2-year period before restarting this February. Resolute President Remy Ladone says having the mill up and running allows the company to better manage the fiber flow in the province between their 3 sawmills, making Resolute more competitive as a whole.
From an economic perspective, we're very bullish on long-term demand trends for lumber. So while prices are low today, we think that over the next several years, the conditions are such that prices are going to be above average for many years to come. And that means that we should be able to be profitable and very competitive in all of our sawmills in Northwestern Ontario, including Ignace.
The company cleared about $250 million in debt throughout the pandemic due to high lumber prices. And that wraps up this week's edition of Northwest Newsweek. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.